Why do we force? So that we can learn to pick ourselves up.
If you're obsessed by memories of the past, more than 18 months old, and most of those are negative, so anxiety provoking most often, then there's a lot of you that's stuck in the past. And what that means is you didn't map the territory well enough, and the parts of your brain that are alarm systems, anxiety systems, are saying, no, there's holes in the way you're looking at the world. There's holes in the way that you're looking in the world. And you fell in them once, and you don't know where they are, and you don't know how to fill them, and you don't know how to walk around them, and so you can't forget them, you can't forget them, you can't forget them, you can't forget them. So you have recurring nightmares, for example, are a good example of that sort of thing happening. But in any case, if you have memories like that, you remember them, they make you feel anxious and negative, you're stuck back there. Your body is still reacting as if there's an emergency that could happen again that you haven't fixed. And it doesn't matter if it was your fault, that's irrelevant, because the alarm system doesn't care. Like, when your smoke detector goes off, it isn't relevant whether it was your fault. The smoke detector just says, house is on fire, and that's a bad thing. And your anxiety systems are like that. If they're tagging old memories with anxiety, then you have to do something about it, or you will be tortured by those memories forever, because that's how the alarm system works. And so maybe you need to go back there and clean things up. You got to figure out, okay, well, how did this happen? What sort of role did I play? Even if it's a minor role, that doesn't matter, because the point is that you don't want to be put in the same vulnerable position again. So anything you can do to strengthen yourself is good. You know, and often if it's a really old memory, like maybe you were a child, you're not a child now, so you probably have a variety of techniques at hand that you could use to deal with a situation like that if it came up now. And so you have to update that part of your brain that still thinks you're 4. And lots of people have parts of them that are still stuck in some traumatic childhood experience.
So you've messed up. Now what? Now I don't know what your mess up is. You might have cheated on somebody. You might have messed up at work. You might have drove home drunk and got in a wreck, or at least got stopped and got a ticket. You might have done something very bad and very human, and now it's eating you up. It's eating you up, and it's about to destroy you. So you messed up. Now what? What do you do now? Where do you go from here? What is there a tomorrow? Is there a tomorrow? Well, yes. So I'm gonna lay some things out for you. All right? If you've messed up, the very first step, the very first thing that you've got to do is you've got to stop. Whatever it is you did, don't do it no more. I shouldn't even have to say that, but that's the first thing. You know, it's such a thing these days for somebody to do something wrong and say, I'm sorry, and go back and do it again, and say, I'm sorry, and go back and do it again. After a while, you get the feeling they weren't really sorry. They were never sorry to start with. There's a big difference between being sorry I did something and being sorry I got caught. And there's a big difference between not wanting to do something and not wanting to get caught doing something. All right? So for you to get past this and get through this, whatever it is, first thing you have to do is you got to stop doing it. You have to quit. Now, some things I understand. Some things they're chemical, all right? If you're alcohol addicted or it involves drugs, sometimes you need help. Gambling, all right? You went to Vegas and you spent your wife and yours life saving and gambled away the house mortgage and the college tuition for the kids and whatever. You may need some help, but that's fine. That's part of quitting, but you quit, all right? If you're cheating, stop. Just stop. You say, well, I don't care how you feel. I don't care how you feel. Feelings and morality are not the same thing. We're not Clintons. We do not deal in situational ethics. We stop doing what is wrong because it's wrong. We don't stop doing it because we stop feeling a certain way about doing it. and you want it, and you want to do it, but you get to the place where you're sick and tired of hurting those around you, you're sick and tired of being that person, and you stop, because stopping is the right thing to do. And until you stop, nothing else counts. It doesn't count. It doesn't matter. It doesn't count. So you stop. All right, whatever it is.